All right, we're here with sophomore Mike McCahey. Just kind of talk about how this stacks up tonight, who you see maybe, having some early advantages.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of great competitors out there tonight, so I think it's definitely going to come down to the wire. There's a few people that have some advantages. Vic's definitely got a hometown advantage. Hometown, the crowd, and the fans are definitely going to be on his side. Mike, the trainer, I mean, he's a lefty, so, lefties always throw a little curveball, so, he's going to have a little advantage there. I'm really looking forward to seeing Kyle Roman bowl. He's talking a huge game, so we'll see how that pans out. Also, one last thing, Saint Anselm, we all know he's a very aggressive bowler. He shows a lot of heart out there on the lanes, but the one thing that might bring him down is we just got to make sure he doesn't foul out. He tends to do that often, even in bowling. He might step over that line and foul out pretty much.
Did you hear, the shots that Andre King were firing, at the beginning, and you think, maybe that puts some pressure on him, puts a target on his back?
Yeah, I'm going to take that as encouragement, what Dre was saying. Dre was one of the chirp a little early, so let's see how it plays out in the bowling lanes. But if I was him, I wouldn't take me too lightly also. Back in the hometown, in my high school glory days, used to call me Mike Twinkle Toes McCahey in the hometown lanes, so that's just back home. Let's see if I can carry it out in Connecticut.
All right, here with junior Chris Santo. I guess first of all, after your injury today at practice, just talk about, are you going to be ready to go tonight?
There's a lot of adversity I have to face here, I'm not going to lie to you. But this is the kind of night that separates the men from the boys. Real warriors don't let pain get in their way of the game.
Been a lot of talk about, your penchant for fouling. Another sport here tonight where you can commit fouls. Do you think that's going to be an issue here for you tonight?
It's literally not a contact sport, so I think I'll be okay. The only way I can get in trouble is if I step over the line or if I get frustrated and I throw the ball at somebody, which, given that Don Borelli's in my group, is quite likely actually. So we'll see how it goes.
Who do you, some of the front runners here, who do you see, as early leaders?
Andre King is pretty good. He's sporting the jeans tonight and everything, so it's going to be tough for me to get past that.
All right, we're here with head athletic trainer Mike Searway. First of all, commendable job getting Chris Santo ready to go today. Really patched him up, and he said he really handled adversity well, but battled, and here he is playing tonight.
Yeah, we had quite an incident this morning in practice that both of us I think did well to overcome. Chris is resilient, so I think he'll be able to battle through tonight, battle through tomorrow. I think we'll be all right.
Any other injuries people are dealing with that we might not know about here at tonight's bowling match?
Well, at this point in the season, guys have been, going all year long with aches and pains and bumps and bruises, and I'd say that for the most part, guys are doing pretty well. They've battled through, and they're able to overcome some of these things that they've been dealing with.
Any surprises for you in this first game? Anyone you thought wasn't going to be there at the end that was?
Well, we really started off really well with Constantinos, which kind of came out of the gate pretty quick. He did really well in Spain, so I thought he did pretty well. But Kyle was the one that really came on strong there towards the end, so I think he did a really good job.
All right, we're here with sophomore Victor Joshua. You seem to be one of the front runners here, Vic, early. I think people seem to be scared of the home court advantage. What do you have to say about that?
Oh yeah, I'm currently undefeated here in my hometown. Got my fans here to see me. There's no way I can let myself lose, especially with the managers, talking a lot of trash right now. So I gotta show them how I can do this.
You feeling any pressure here, or you just feel comfortable?
Oh, real comfortable. I'm in my element. Odds are in my favor. Can't go wrong right now.
Anyone that you think might be creeping up on you? Maybe your biggest competition here tonight.
Biggest. Harton's been talking a lot. We played in Spain, and he showed himself off, but I'm not worried.
All right, here is senior Dino Malios. A lot of talent out here tonight. Who do you kind of see as a front runner?
I'd have to say myself. Last time we bowled as a team, we were in Spain. I bowled a 190. Right now, I'm a little held back because of my hands, a little swollen. But I'm holding my own. I'm going out there with my left hand, just bowled 2 strikes. So I really don't hold him back. Other than that, Chris is out there competing, so is Dom. Roy and even Coach Dresch. So, you know, it's good talent on here, and we'll see what happens.
So you're bowling better lefty than some of these guys are with their dominant hands.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up bowling, so, you know, my father was always got me in the alley.
All right, we're here with senior John Nielsen. You know, fresh off tying the single-season record for three-pointers made, no secret that you can knock down the long ball. Do you feel like here tonight, you know, you got a little bit of advantage?
I wouldn't say there's any correlation between knocking down threes and knocking down pins, but I'm putting up a pretty decent performance so far, so I hope I can just keep it going.
Who do you see, you know, as some of the front runners here early?
I have to say Saint Anselm. On fire so far, so I don't know if he can keep up the pace he's going, but I think he's definitely the top contender so far.
What do you think of the early warning shots fired by Andre King? You know, said that people probably didn't want to get in his lane with him, you know, if they wanted to win.
I mean, looking at the score, he's living up to his expectations, but no, it's a long game, so we'll see what happens.
All right, here with junior Andre King. You know, a lot of trash talk from you at the beginning, you know, firing shots, telling people that, you know, they probably didn't want to be in your lane if you wanted to win, but, you know, in the end, you backed it up, 146, you know, wins it in this first game. You know, just talk about that, backing it up.
You know what, I knew I had a competitive edge coming in. You know what, I mean, these guys been playing hard all week, but, you know, when you come to the bowling alley, this is my game. So, you know what, I had high expectations for myself. You know what, big-time players show me big-time moments. And that's what I think I did.
Top two highest scores today, both wearing jeans. Anything, you know, any coincidence there?
I mean, I think you come with the right attire, you know? You dress the part, play good, feel good, and the results will show.
All right, we're here with freshman Pete Weston. Any truth to the rumor Mike McKay says that the bowling balls in Canada are smaller? Does that put you at a disadvantage here tonight?
No, that's what I said before, but you know, that's just for the guys to think that you know, I'm just coming out here with some inexperience, but no, that's not true. You can go to some bowling alleys with some smaller balls, but most of them are like here.
So a little gamesmanship. You were hustling them then a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you got so far out here for front runners? Who's surprising you so far tonight?
I gotta say, my fellow freshman Isaiah, he came out strong. A few strikes in the beginning, surprised us all. He slowed down a little bit, luckily, but he still got a pretty good lead out there.
All right, here with sophomore Kyle Romick. Mike McKay picked you at the beginning as one of his favorites. You seem to be coming through for him here. You know, just kind of talk about your night out there. What's contributing to that?
Yeah, you know, I just put the effort in. It's been a tough night, actually. I haven't played my best bowling game, but it's been decent. Relatively subpar.
Who else around you tonight's been, you know, kind of surprising you, stepping up that maybe you didn't think would?
Surprising me? Gino's a surprise. He's not very good, to be honest. I'm gonna call him out, but Mike the trainer, he's playing really well, actually. He's contributing on all aspects. So.
And how about Dre? I mean, earlier, you know, really firing warning shots, but backing it up, winning that first game.
Yeah, I haven't been paying much attention. Maybe I should check out his bowling strategy, because I like to get the tips from him, maybe. You know?
And finally, what do you think about Chris Santo actually staying out of foul trouble in this one? I don't think he's crossed that line yet.
Yeah, I see it happening though. I mean, we'll see, but I think he's going to cross the line, get in foul trouble. I just don't have that much faith right here.
All right, here with head coach Keith Dixon. 20 bowlers out here. Who do you like so far?
Well, I'd say the most impressive guy has been our freshman Isaiah Nelson. It looks like he's picking up from his performance the other night against Lemoyne. And I think he sandbagged it a little bit, told everybody he'd never bowled, but the first time he threw the ball, you knew that he's played before. So he's been fun to watch.
Any other surprises along that line with Isaiah?
No, we saw this group bowl in Spain, and we just have some superior bowlers. So, you know, some of the new kids actually I'm a little surprised by how good Pete is and Grant. So I think the freshmen have actually shown themselves very well. It's going to be a good class for bowling.
How do you feel about trash talkers? Dre really just talking trash at the beginning, but backed it up, winning that first round.
Yeah, well, that's sort of Dre's game. You know, it's the same thing he does in basketball. So that's very in character for him.
Finally, how do you feel about Chris Santo? Really, you know, can't get away from a game that has fouls in it. Not sure if he's committed any tonight, but I think that would probably put him at an immediate disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hasn't committed any fouls tonight, which hopefully bodes well for Tuesday night.
All right, here with freshman Isaiah Nelson. Third place in that first game, surprising a lot of people. A lot of your teammates and even coaches, picked you as the biggest surprise tonight. Kind of just talk about how you're feeling out there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, coming out of middle school, I was a very highly recruited bowler. Decided to switch to basketball, but I mean, still got that in my back pocket. And actually, when I was recruited here, Coach Nixon, first thing he asked me was my bowling ability. Yeah, he was impressed. He kept it in his back pocket, but we're seeing it tonight.
Does this have anything to do with the Lemoyne game? You just feel like, picked up some confidence there, and you're just...
Definitely, yeah. I mean, you see the ball go in. I mean, it just translates perfectly to bowling. So, I mean, very comparable sports.
And motivated a little bit by the trash talk of Andre King. Obviously, you backed it up winning that first round, but, maybe getting under your skin there a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Andre, he's a competitor. He's definitely a competitor. I think I'm going to take him in this game. I've had a slow start, but I'm going to bring home the championship tonight.
All right, we're here with freshman Grant Mackay. Grant, you said earlier before we started here that you hate bowling on ESPN. Have you used that as motivation here because, Coach named you as one of his bigger surprises tonight? Yeah,
bowling's a big part of my life. I was all conference back home in Scotland back in 2007 actually, yeah. So it's really a big part of my life. I've taken a few years off the lanes, but now I'm back and I'm ready to go.
Talk about some other bigger surprises. Your classmate Isaiah Nelson really, putting up a big performance in Game 1.
Yeah, he really put up some big numbers, and his form, I'm going to say, is impeccable. That's how I describe it. That's only one way to describe it, yeah.
Talk about maybe some of your bigger disappointments. Obviously, Roy, having a down day today, and even Dino going lefty, not coming through tonight.
Yeah, it's a shame that Dino's hand's hurting, but he still put out a pretty big performance with his left hand. And I'm going to say that my mother scored 75 for the first one. That was the lowest in the team, and I was pretty disappointed in myself actually, but I was still getting used to the balls, and the American lanes are a little different, I think.
All right, we're here with junior Roy Mabry. Roy, really struggling today, what's going on?
It's just an off day for me, I can't get anything going. It seems like nothing's finishing through. I get like 8 or 9, and the one left, I miss it, or I hit 1 out of the 2. It's just not going my way. Everybody's got
talk about maybe how you clear your mind and just put this behind you and get ready for tomorrow.
I talk to my teammates. They usually hype me up and they give me a little extra motivation, and they help me push through this hard time. But this really creates preparation for tomorrow.
Do you think, speaking of preparation, that maybe you weren't prepared enough for this tonight? Maybe if we had driven you over here at 7:30 this morning to get in some throws, maybe you would have fared better.
I think I needed that. But I run off talent in this game, so today my talent just wasn't there. I need that little special water they had in Space Jam, but it's all around here.
All right, here with Eric Coplin after his, I'd say, subpar performance at best. How do you feel after tonight's performance?
I don't think that subpar is fair. Finished second to Dre in the first game. Gene power for us too. Second game, I think with expectations, felt the pressure a little bit. Obviously didn't, play up to par. Came on strong. I think happy with the second half of my performance.
Mr. Coplin here, most of us had to play with a little bit of a disadvantage. They didn't have anything above a 13 for shoe size. I'm assuming you're not that, so would you like to make a comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, rocking some 10.5s right now. I think I would argue that might be an advantage. Dino got to wear his sneakers. Obviously didn't work out well for him tonight. But he also did have to bowl with his left hand. So.
Yup. Oh, get over. Ah! It won.